Alan Winde is visiting the Roeland Street Fire Station. This is residents who have been evacuated amid the fires this week are starting to return home. Firefighters are continuing to battle the flames for the third day since the fire first broke out. Let's get more on this with our reporter Vanessa Poonah. Very good afternoon to you, Vanessa. What has the Premier said?
Nzinga, hi, good afternoon to you. Yes, indeed, Premier Winde did indeed thank not only those firefighters on the front line, as he calls them, frontline workers, making reference, of course, to the past year where frontline workers were by and large those in the healthcare sector, but calling everybody involved in battling this blaze, from those on the fire line to those behind the scenes as being among those frontline workers, and of course just thanking them and the partnerships, because even now, as we stand here at the Roeland Street Fire Station, donations of food, fruit, ice creams, water, they continue rolling in for those firefighters who, of course, as you'll know, on day 3 of battling this blaze, by now they must be extremely exhausted, but they kept on going. One good thing I can tell you, Nzinga, is that fortunately today the howling southeaster has not shown up as it did yesterday. Of course, that did greatly assist firefighting efforts. For the first time then since Sunday, helicopters could go back into the air again. Today we counted 4 of them at this point in time, UEs as well as Oryx helicopters, and they've been water bombing specific areas on Table Mountain where there were still problematic areas. Of course, today no wind but extreme heat. And joining me to speak about operationally where we are at the moment in containing this fire is District Head Arlene Weir. Arlene, a very warm good afternoon to you. Briefly, you've summarized for us early on, just in terms of the numbers, 4 helicopters I understand. Tell us about operationally which areas you are focusing on at the moment, and if at this point in time there are any residential properties still at risk, any further evacuations.
Hi. We have 2 Oryxes and 3 UEs currently water bombing in the Devil's Peak area where there's active firefighting assisted by the aerial support. And then we got some damping down at UCT still, with our aerial appliance also assisting because of the height of the buildings. And then our ground crews are working with WAF as well. And we should be scaling down by the next operational period. So, and that would be by around about this evening, 7 o'clock, we will do a reassessment again and see what the conditions are. And we are much grateful to the aerial assistance today. Yesterday it was hectic because of the wind and we didn't get that assistance, and our firefighters really pulled out and worked really hard. And we also thank all the public and community for their support, as you've just mentioned. All that, and also the other agencies. If it wasn't for that, then that would have also hampered some of our firefighting efforts.
Arlene, thank you very much from us to you as well and your team for those firefighting efforts. And of course, Nzinga, I can tell you that Alderman J.P. Smith, the Maker member for Safety and Security, a short while ago spoke about the cause of the fire and the fact that investigations are still underway, saying that a 35-year-old Tanzanian national that was arrested in connection with the fires that not initially started on Sunday, saying that he may not necessarily be responsible for that initial fire, but that of course needs to still be investigated completely. We know that foreign national, Tanzanian national, has indeed appeared in court today. We've confirmed with the National Prosecuting Authority where he has appeared on a charge of arson, and his case has been postponed until the 28th of April. He will remain in custody until that time. And for now, I can tell you that it has been a blessed sight to see and to hear since 7 o'clock this morning, the sights and sounds of helicopters water bombing. Of course, earlier still a haze hanging over Cape Town from the smoke of that fire. But of course, at this stage, all indications are that very, very soon, if the weather conditions remain this way, that all the fires raging still in certain parts in Table Mountain will be brought under control and contained.
Vanessa Poonah giving us an update on those Cape Town fires from the Roeland Fire Station. Thanks so much for that, Vanessa. The Ministry of Health is reporting